Hey, welcome back. It's a long weekend here, August long weekend, and you're probably wondering what's he doing out here on a Sunday. Haven't done too many Sunday Fun Day videos, and Sunday Fun Day, for any new subscribers out there, that's when I work on my own personal stuff. Well, today what we've done is we've dragged in the wife's 58 Nomad Wagon. And if you all remember, those of you that don't remember, it's original paint on the top. And the bottom's been painted a couple times before, and it's got some Bondo in it, it's got some screws in it, it's got some pop rivets in it, but it's a fun car. We've updated it with a rebuilt 350 engine with only 300 horse, 700R tranny, front disc brakes, power steering, and the last thing I did on this car was I did some rust repair on the inner rear quarters on the passenger side, and then after that I put in all the aftermarket suspension in the rear. So we just have fun with this car. It's kind of the beater. It's the fun one. It's the grocery getter. It's the don't have to be perfect car. And the plan is never to paint it. Those of you that know it, know it. Those of you that are new, here you go. So this car came out of North Dakota. Like I say, Nomad, fully loaded, every option. Even had a 348 in it, but the engine was missing, of course. So now it's got a 350. Anyway, what we're going to do today, any of you that don't know and you're new, we'll go back to my old post. I'm sure you'll see it on a Sunday Fun Day somewhere. We had replaced last time all this. And then it needed a patch. Well, I'm not going to take the tire out to show you, but typical, where they rust here. Well, let's go over to the driver's side and see what's happening. It's rusty there. It's rusty back in there. It's pretty solid there. We've got it cleaned up. We've got to get the tire off. It looks solid there. Hard to tell till I get the tire off, but I think there's a hole up in here. We'll get the wheel and tire off there. We'll take a look. I'd like to patch that up this week. Now the whole car, as you can see, like I say, the bottom has been repainted before. Someone, see by the slits in the metal here, someone has made their own quarter pieces up and put them on, and you know, this is all Bondo, and I'm not going to hide nothing on film. It is what it is. It's all Bondo here. So one day I'm going to put rockers on it, but for right now I don't care. But the turquoise blue, whatever you want to call it, up on top is all the original paint. Nice. I've also put Dakota gauges in it to make it look original. They're very nice. Put all new wiring in this car. Rebuilt the rear differential in this car. New exhaust on this car. There's our Ride Tech suspension, you can see. All right, way better than what it would have came with factory. Dry shaft done. Come around to the front. It's got a new rad in it. You know, it's got all new tie rods. Like I say, it's got the disc brakes on it. It's all been done. You can see she's a little dirty. Actually, it's not bad. Look at that. I'm surprised. I've put, since this has all been put in here, it's got 4,000. Well, car should be in miles, but the gauges that we got were in kilometers. It's got 4,000 kilometers on it now since we finished it, and not really a drip anywhere. It's dry. Dry. So I'm happy with that. It's got all new ball joints, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I did redo all the chrome on it a few years back in the front. I redid all this. Headlights, bezels, all of it. Grill, bumper, that was $5,000 right there. $5,000. I'm a Canadian, so I don't know. Some of you Americans might be like, what the hell? But that's Canadian. That was $5 grand. And of course, you know, I put these wheels on it with the spider kits. You know, they're not the proper wheel. I mean, I like these wheels. I would normally get the ones without the multi-lug. But again, on this car, don't care. Multi-lug wheels, chrome smoothies, reverse, whatever you prefer to call them, are cheaper to buy as a multi-lug than they are to buy the exact fit. I'm not fussy on this car. Like I say, it's the grocery getter. We drive it. Take it out, and the reason it's on the lift today and what we're trying to do is get a few things done is because next weekend, August, I think it's 7th or 8th, you'll have to look on a calendar, whatever next weekend is, we're leaving Friday and we're heading over to Seashell, the Sleepy Hollow Car Show. So anyone out there that watches, the wife and I will be at Sleepy Hollow Car Show in this car, having a good old time. So if somebody wants a decal or a shirt and you're going to be over there, let me know. Private message me at oldtimegarage@hotmail.com. All right, maybe I can bring it over, meet you somewhere. Maybe you can buy me a beer. Maybe you can't. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna get this wheel off. see what's going on here and see what I can get done. It's Saturday today. I've got Saturday and Sunday. You know how it is. Monday the boys are back to work. Worst comes to worst, I can leave it in here for Monday and that's all fine, but it's got to definitely be kicked out the door by Tuesday. So let's rock and roll. Okay. Let's see. Well, I can tell this is going to be a dirty job. Okay. Well, find some metal, stick it to. Yeah, we got metal there. Okay, let's take a look at what we find. What we found, I should say. Just like I suspected, got a hole right here. And lots of old undercoating and crap. So I'm going to get all this undercoating scraped off, cleaned up, like I did the other side. I did that exactly. Now remember, this is not a build that I'm building as like what we do for some customers. Honestly, if you wanted to do this 100% complete, you're going to take your quarter off. You're going to replace the whole wheel tub, because who knows. But what I'm going to do, you know, if it's going to rust further in life, I should finish. I'm going to clean all the undercoating off. I'm going to cut it back as far as I see it until I hit really good metal, put a patch in, call it. Oh, I don't know why there's rocks up in there. Call it a day. That's what I'm doing. This is not, so please don't take it like I'm building a customer car. It's not a full-blown job like that. And don't think I don't do the nice full-blown jobs on my own cars, because I do. You see my 55, you see my Model A. But this is the family truckster. This is the Funmobile. This is the car that we take anywhere. We park anywhere. We have a hell of a good time with it. Rain, snow. Well, we don't drive it in the snow. I shouldn't say that. But rain, whatever. We don't care. Just cleaning up the rust holes. At my time in my life and at my age, by putting a patch in here, by the time it decides to rust further up in life, guess what? It'll be time for me to sell this car anyway, because I'll have reached that point in my life. And it doesn't see the salt on the roads anymore, so it'll last. Still be a good vehicle. Someone wants to come along and buy it. Be what you call one of those entry-level vehicles. Not that I would sell this car cheap. I wouldn't. You know, by the time I'm done with it, this is, you know, still going to have some good money to it. But I'm not going to have huge money in it. Even though I'm probably already into it for 10 grand without even paying the purchase price of the car. But it happens. And I have no intent in selling it. And it's the wife's car anyway, so guess what? I really can't sell it. So I'm going to get the wire wheel. Well, I got the wire wheel. I'm going to get going here. Cheap, nasty wire wheel, scraper, get full of crap and dirt. And I'll turn the camera back on when I get her cleaned up. And who knows what we'll find then. Oh, boy. Okay, we'll give you guys a look-see what we do. Half hour in here. And cut that rotten piece out. This is the back piece and behind. Alright, okay. cut it out. I'm looking for good metal. I think I found some. And I'm not worried about this side. I'm not going to deal with that, and I'll tell you why. Because the way this has all been cut, and it's got a crack here, I know that I'm going to be replacing this eventually in life, probably in a year or two, when I do the rockers. I'm going to bring it in here one winter, and I'm going to do all the rockers, inner and outer, and I'm going to do this. Then I'm just going to shoot some primer on it and leave it, then the following winter do the other side. And that's the fun thing with this car. The fun thing is that, you know, like if I don't get everything done this weekend, I need to get done. Well, pardon me, as long as I get the tune-up and the oil change done, that's priority because we're going away in it. If I don't get this finished off, I'll shoot some primer on it, put the wheel back on it, and drive it. That's what's fun about it. This is just a work in progress as you drive it. But anyway, I've got this good metal. My plan is I want to get all this undercoating on this side of the wheel tub, the inner wheel tub I should say, scraped off. That's what I like to do. Make sure there's no rust, take care of the rust there. Then I'm hoping, like I say, I'm hoping to have this side done today on this Saturday. And then I got Sunday to do all the other stuff, the oil change and everything else that it needs, right? I'm not going to clean the car up to take it to the show. I'm not going to do that till Thursday night, the night before. And honestly, what's there to clean on this car? That's what I love about this car. I can get caught in a rainstorm, and the only thing I have to do when I get to the car show, if I'm caught in a rainstorm, is wipe down the chrome, because the rest of it never shows any dirt because it's all washed out patina looking. Just love it. While everyone else is spending hours cleaning their car, I'm just sitting back behind the chair drinking a beer and relaxing. And there you go. For all you that argue, Nomad. They made a 58 Nomad. Okay? 55 through 7 were fancy. They were two-doors. They were very nice cars. I'm not arguing that point. But in 58, they took the Nomad series and decided to make it a four-door with every piece of optional chrome they can imagine. See, the stripes down the gate, the belt line chrome, all the chrome around the windows. Like, they loaded it. But they still had two-door wagons. They just did not call them Nomads anymore. Nomads became four-doors. So many people are online arguing this thing. Oh, you had this made, you done this, you done that, to all sorts of people. No, they didn't. Look up ads from the 50s. The ads don't lie. Anyway, there's our mess down there. And yeah, I had the old hot bottle out there, so I had a big hunk of undercoating. I just couldn't move. But I really don't want to use that little mini torch because you never know what could catch on fire inside. So that was just that was kind of a last resort, heat it up and go. And sometimes if I can't get something that's real sticky on the car, what I'll do then is I'll heat the blade up of that instead, because I'm worried about something getting hot in the car and catch fire. Heat the blade of that up and then scrape it. Just a little tip if you don't know that already. Okay, I'm going to get back to it here. Okay. We're gonna go here. Oh. Alright. I think perfect. Just hooked on something. There we go. Okay. So we finished, where's my light? Whoa, sorry guys. So we finished cleaning up, like I say. That would be considered the inner wheel tub. The outer one starts from that line outwards, which we're not worrying about. So this one is solid there. Only place we're gonna put is a patch right there. And then I've cleaned up in here. Obviously you can see I need some rust repair there. And this is going to be a real pain right here. Tight corner, it's kind of got that convex kind of, or concave situation where your bumper bolts through. So now you'd be saying to me, are we going to cut that whole piece out, Rick? Well, I'm not here. Here I'm going to cut it back a ways. I don't know how far back, but I'm going to cut it back a ways. We'll get there when we get there. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just getting tangled up in cords, and sometimes you got to stop, take a break, clean up. I would say that's got to be, hell, let's be realistic. That's 5 pounds worth of dirt. Clean that crap up, get my tools organized over there, and then get a fresh start. That's where we're going to go. Oh no, the bumper fell off. Anyway, got the bumper off there. Get into this corner a little better. See what we can do there. And yeah, I think we're going to start making some patches up now. Get our weld-through primer on there. Let them dry up. While they're drying up, we're going to go grab the other bumper that I had re-chromed for the back, and we're going to mask it up, and we're going to spray the backside with some texture spray. I always do that, spray them black on the backside, because if you don't, they just get all rusty looking. You don't have to use texture spray. You can use black spray bomb. You can use silver spray bomb. For all I care, you can use purple, whatever you like. I'm just saying that they get rusty looking on the backside, and they look horrible. So I always like to throw some paint on there. I find the texture spray just holds out a little better than paint. So let's make some patches. Let's get rocking and rolling on this old girl, because it's getting late in the afternoon here on this Saturday, and you know, I gotta have her out of here by Monday. Oh, that's a good catch, baby. Okay. Oh, tightest spot ever. You ain't never seen someone weld hook gloves in the tank top, have you? That's how we do it here at Old Town Garage. After you do it, someone here, get used to the burns. Okay, we're doing good. Good. We're getting her welded up. Welded up, folks. And just put this off for a second. And clean up here soon. Let's see. Wheel. Where's that? Over there. Get yourself out on the hoist. It is a warm one today, folks. working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, well, we're getting patches done. Holy, I'm filthy. Just realized that. Anyway, yeah. It is warm. I think I gotta open the door of the shop up, get the fan or something on here, so we'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, we managed to get the welding and the rear bumper off on this Saturday. What I did was, after I weld, I grind them down, and I did butt weld everything, even though I put patches in, I butt welded. I grind it down, then I put my, I just used a, where'd it go? I'll get it for you. Oh my God, I just used a rattle can of 3-in-1 made by Dominion, black primer. I spray that on. Then I went and I ran a little brushable seam sealer over top where I put my welds, where I welded, right? Because I welded in here. And I gotta wipe this off. Well, I won't do it with my hand, I'll get it all over the camera. That's why I hit it with a brush, don't worry about that. Anyway, so that's done. And then, same thing here. Let that dry up overnight. We'll leave it overnight. Car's not going nowhere. Then I'll just texture spray that area in the morning. Done. So I'm gonna go grab the front bumper I've got, or the front bumper, the rear bumper. I think I got an hour left here before the wife and I have to clean up and get ready to go for dinner. So at least I like to get the rear bumper in here and mask it up and spray it with some stuff. So we'll get on to that, and yeah, good day. Real good day. Okay, there's my new bumper. She looked a little dirty looking. I had it in the carport sitting on a shelf, and it rained the other day and it got a little wet, but that's okay. So, like I say, these bumpers are, I would like to say 3-piece, but they're actually a 4-piece. The bumper itself is a 3-piece, and you got your center section, which is your 4th piece. And that I replaced when I did the front of the car. I bought both of those right here. This is the other one. They're like a silver. And I bought them both and put them on. So I only needed the bumper itself done. So what I'm going to do is got trusty masking tape out. I'm going to mask up this bumper. And like I say, I like to shoot them in the backside with texture spray. Now, I'm sure you can probably see the front bumper. Well, you can't really see, but it ain't shiny. It's texture sprayed. Alright. There's a big gob of crap right there. Looks like road tar. Must be driving this bad boy. Okay. Let me get on to this. Alright, that's it for this Saturday. We'll continue this video tomorrow. All masked up, texture sprayed, the back side of these bumpers. And may as well give myself the ultimate in oil changes. The best oil change you can ever have is just to pull the drain plug and let it drain all night. Alright? So I'm just going to let her drain out all night. Why not? I think we're ahead of the game. So we will be back. We'll continue this video tomorrow, and we'll be texture spraying the back where we welded. And we'll be installing the rear bumper. And that's about it, probably. Okay, guys. We'll be back here in a while. Okay, back at you here Sunday morning, guys. So, what we did this morning, before you guys are up and out of bed, if you remember, the bumper was lying down here last night when we stopped. Anyway, I assembled all the bumper this morning and put it on. Right now, I've just put a coat of wax on it just because it's up in the air. It's nice to be able to wax the bumper at, you know, at standing height. And of course, I put some wax on the chrome tips at standing height. And got the wheel back on here. And what we've done is I've also done our texture spray. Look at that. You can just sort of see our, whoops, you can sort of see our patch right there. Looking good. You know. And then I shouldn't have put the wheel on to film this for you guys, but there, and then there's our, I don't know if you can see it, that's our patch in there. So that's all texture sprayed. Get that light off. So got that done. Get the wax off the back bumper. I've already waxed the front bumper. Again, I did it while it was just, I just thought, well, I can just stand here and do it, right? I'm going to do all this, not the bumpers now, but Thursday I'm going to roll it in here, like I say, and clean it up Thursday before we take off Friday. So I'll get the wax off the rear bumper right now. Oh, I finished draining, obviously the oil drained overnight. Got the oil drain, changed the filter out. So now we've got to put our new oil in, and we're going to put still a new set of spark plugs in her. Whether it needs it or not, spark plugs, I don't know. I highly doubt it does, but we're just going to throw a new set in. It's just what I do. You know, probably average, honestly, on this car, maybe 2,000 to 2,500 kilometers. I don't know. Well, it's been done now for the last 2 summers, really, and I think we're just over 4,000 on it, kilometers. Regardless, every year I change the plugs. Just once a year I change them. What do I care? For 24 bucks for 8 spark plugs, I just change them out. It's just what I do. Just like I dump the oil, I don't worry about doing, I change the oil every 5,000 K or 5,000 miles or whatever you guys do. I just dump the oil out every season. I just dump it and put new oil in. Probably doesn't. I probably get away with 2 seasons, but you have to remember it does sit over the winter, and you know, I just like to dump it. Oil and plugs are cheap. So we'll get the wax wiped off it. We'll drop her down on the ground, and then after we do that little mini tune-up, we got a rubber seal to put in around the back. So yeah, so far so good. Okay. Let's make sure the oil situation. Okay. Drop on the fender there. Keeps that patina shine happening. Quickly start the old beast up and let it cycle through so it fills up the filter. I'll recheck it. Make sure it's in gear. Not bad. Sunday here afternoon, I put this in here Friday. Hasn't ran since I blocked it in here Friday night, so there she is. Nothing major, just a 350. It is a 350 4-bolt main. At least that's what they told me when I bought it. So 350 4-bolt main with it's supposed to be built with like 300 horse. Plenty for this little car. We'll give her a little bit of a cleanup. Right now, like I say, I'm just running it, letting the oil fill up in the filter. Make sure I don't see any drips, which I don't. Shut it off. I changed the plugs out. Tightened up my belts. Checked out my coolant situation. Made sure my overflow's got a teeny bit in it. Got to check the tranny fluid still. Plugs, like I thought, super nice and clean. You know, like, look at that. You know, these are good plugs. Didn't even need to be changed, but I just like to do it. Peace of mind. Changed the fuel filter too. I did that. Got one here. I've also got one down by the tank. Normally you'd run the filter from your tank first. You want any crap that's being sucked in your tank to be sucked up. You don't want it going through your fuel pump. But I do have one at the tank, and then I run another one right here. Some people don't like these plastic ones. They're like, oh, I like the tin one. But you know what? I agree. I hear what they're saying. The plastic ones are worried about melting or getting hot, whatever. I've got it right here. I've never had a problem with it. I like the fact I can see if there's any crap in it. To each their own. Yeah. Sounds okay, the old girl. Sounds good. Looks nice with that new back bumper on there. A lot of stainless on this car. Like I told you, it's a Nomad. Look at it all there, all around the windows, like everywhere. Nomad. Yeah, just got all the goodies. If you all remember, I repainted all the dash, the original, and cleaned all this up. Put vintage air AC underneath. These are all Dakota gauges. See, it's got the tack built in, but they look original looking, you know. Oil pressure, what's it sitting at there? Oil pressure, 50 PSI. Tack right there, sitting around 800, right on the mark. Love it. It's got even, I even put the clock in, that's Dakota. Looks nice. I got some blue lights I put underneath the dash. And when I close the doors, so they come on from the door button down there, and you close the doors, so they stay on, and watch them, they fade out. You watch this. Should fade away slowly. I think I got them on a fader for like 30 seconds. Maybe it's a minute, but I think 30 seconds. It's getting darker. The camera may look like it's getting, I don't know, a little hard to see here. But they're just, they fade out. You can see it's getting less and less. So this car actually would have had a dash pad too. Like it was had so many options. So these little chrome guys on the end were the caps that held a padded dash pad. This car would have had that. It's got a nice headliner in it. The dome light comes on, all the goodies. Door panels are pretty beat, so I yanked them off. So yeah, the heater, original heater, everything's new in it. So that's good. Original old steering wheel. It's got power steering, like I say, you know. Yeah. Someone reupholstered the front seat, not original. Should be like the back. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to redo all the upholstery in this car on the inside back to original, with the original door panels. I want it so when you look inside, it looks absolutely like it just rolled out of the dealership. But I want the outside to continue to look like it is now. So, just me. Anyway, we'll shut this off. It's getting a little stinky. That's good enough to check the oil. Plenty good there. Let her drip down now. Check her out. Let her cool down a bit. And then, yeah, we had cleaned it up under the hood here. When I got it, painted the firewall. Back original too. And the reason I did the firewall was if one day I decide to paint this car, I did it while I had the engine and tranny out. So that way at least the firewall looks good. And we had painted all the underside of the hood, just a nice satin black. So I like doing hood satin black underneath. You know, all the bugs and crap, if you're driving them as a daily driver, you can see there's a few they wipe off, but they fly up on there, and it probably should be body color, but I don't know. The black just kind of hides the dirt a bit more, if that makes sense to you. If this was like just a drive it to car shows and once in a while, you know, I would have painted it body color, but we drive it lots, this car, you know. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say we drive it lots. I mean, like I say, we average 2,000 to 2,500 kilometers a year on it. That's not bad compared to some people that maybe, I've got people that say, I drive my hot rod so much I put 500 kilometers or miles on it this year. And I'm like, oh, okay. But whatever, to each their own, right? Yeah, little tiki guy on the antenna there. Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna let this, I'm gonna let her cool down a bit, then I'm gonna clean up the engine bay, so I don't wanna have to do that Thursday night. And then our next step, actually while that's cooling off, here's our next step. Next step, which I just cannot take anymore. We are going to, this is the seal that apparently goes around my hatch lid here. Now I did not want to put it on. I bought it, paid 45 bucks, didn't want to put it on because I thought, well, I'm going to paint this one day and take it off and paint it. And it pushes on, and usually you put a little contact cement, but you know what? I can't stand the fact that this thing, when it's on here, it's just, when you're driving it, it's just, you know, and if it does rain, it does leak water down in here because that's missing. So I'm just going to put it on, be done with it. Who cares? Because chances are me painting this inside, that's probably still 2 years down the road. So forget it. Let's put the seal on. So I'm going to handle that right now. Okay guys, I don't know if you noticed earlier in the video, but that hood was not sitting up on its own. For the last 3 years, it's had that stick that came with the car. And I'm so happy to have gotten rid of the stick and actually put proper hood hinges and springs on. So the gentleman I bought the car off, he had bought a brand new set of springs and he gave them to me. And he was an older gentleman. He said, I can't get the springs on these hinges. You're younger, you're stronger, you put them on and your hood will stay up, you won't need to stick no more. So I said, okay. So I put the springs on, you know, as soon as I brought the car home within the first month, I put the springs on and the hood would not, it just wouldn't operate. Couldn't close it, went all wonky, did everything, tried adjusting it, did everything. I don't know, aftermarket springs, you wouldn't think there'd be a big deal with it. But anyway, besides the point, I went on eBay. You know, I don't like to go on eBay too much because I think it's not so much people are asking too much on eBay, it's the shipping. There's a lot of things on there that are reasonably priced that I can buy, but it costs me more for shipping up here than it is for me to buy the part, so it's not worth it. But I found a guy that had these original hood hinges with springs on, and he had the hood attached to it in a car, and he said, I'm parting it out, and he was showing pictures. And I said, would you sell them? And he said, yeah. And I said, what do you want? And he said, $30 US. Well, how could I go wrong? $30 US, time I got shipping, time I got all that BS, it was just under $100. But they're original, and the hood stays open nicely, and it closes nicely. They're a little stiff, only because, I think because they've been, believe it or not, I bought these almost a year ago, so they've been sitting around here, and I did have them sandblasted, so that doesn't help matters. I don't know. I'm happy with that. Don't look at the corners on my hood where they're winged up, because the hood itself had an accident way back in the day, and that's why the hood's winged up. But I mean, I'm super happy with that. Opens, closes, it opens. Where's the light? Look at that. You can't ask for it to open any smoother. So, goodbye stick. Gone. One less thing we're carrying around in the back of the Wagon. So that's it for today, guys. I got everything I needed to do to get done. Like I said, I'm going to pull it in the shop here on Thursday. We're going to do our treatment on our patina areas with. I bought this a long time ago online too. Where did it go? Oh, it's buried in behind here. Sweet, see it back there? Sweet patina. That's what we use. I don't do the white. I just do the turquoise, and it just brings this luster up. Here, visualize this. I'm just going to wet my fingers. Well, it's drying too quick. There you go. See how that? So that's what the sweet patina does. If you've used it, use it. If you haven't, you have it. Now, my car sits in a carport, so it's not in the direct sunlight, but we do drive it. I would say, honestly, I have to use that stuff twice a year. That's how long it lasts for a while. I'm going to say it lasts for probably 3 months. 3 months, it's worn off. It's just done. So, and I don't ever wash this car. I don't have no need to wash this car. When the time comes and the car gets dirty, honestly, this is all I do. You're probably going to laugh your ass off, but I mean, I shouldn't say that. I wash this car twice a year, or if I get caught in heavy rain. If I get caught in heavy rain, I'll wash it. But when it's just sitting around getting dusty, I blow it off with the gun, and then I just spray my foamy glass cleaner, whichever one I want, on there and wipe it down, and away we go. So I don't really care. It's just my car. It's just having fun with it. But that's it. So we've checked all the fluids, we've topped everything up, everything is good, ready to rock and roll, brakes are adjusted, belts are changed, hoses are good, new bumpers on the back, we now have a new back quarter panel on this side, wheel tub has no more holes, throwing crap up inside the car. That bumper just, oh my god, I can't wait to see it outside. Oh, let's see how this worked out. We put our new rubber seal on. Let's see how that works out. See if that takes the wiggle out of the jiggle. I hope so. Oh, I can just tell by the sound of it. It's, oh my god. That's 100 times better. Oh my god. Okay, good. Good. And it won't leak any water. I'm happy with what got done. This car probably won't get back in this shop now for another 3 months. And, but that's okay. So, thanks for following along. Thanks for watching, guys. We will be back with you on Tuesday. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to bring you another bit of a how-to. We're sure we'll be on something. I don't know what yet. I have a strange feeling it's going to be putting a quarter panel on a 70 GTO. I think that's what we're going to be doing on Tuesday, so watch for us Tuesday night. Up until then, we'll try and get another video out there Thursday, and then you won't see us to the following Tuesday, and the following Tuesday will be us heading into Seashell, the wife and I with our friends, cruising, going over on the ferry, checking out the car show. We're going to Sleepy Hollow. If you haven't seen it, look it up online. They have one of the best Friday night cruises. It is unbelievable. We'll be over there. If you see us, hey, come over, say hi. If you don't want to, no problem. Okay, it's always a good time and old time. We'll catch you next time.